So, quick little update here, bird update as it were. Bird is doing well. I'll share some pictures at the end of the video, but I just wanted to do a quick update. We were talking today as a family around the kitchen table about the idea of possibilities and quantum physics and quantum mechanics and string theory. We have big conversations around here sometimes. Check out this video. I'll put a card up here in the video so that you can actually check out this video. It's fantastic. Really blew my mind. It's called Shadows Hide Entire Worlds. Why do scientists think so? And it's on Time Spectrum. So check out Time Spectrum on YouTube. Awesome video. It's only just under 38 minutes, and well worth every second of your time. I promise. It'll be eye-opening. It was pretty exciting for me when I was learning this stuff because, you know, science and physics is constantly changing, constantly evolving, and getting more and more exciting as time goes on. So it's really easy, I think, for a lot of people, you know, like me and probably like the creator here to get enthusiastic about these ideas because it's just so cool, it's so interesting, and I love it. Anyway, my family obviously feels the same way, and we quickly jotted this down and we were discussing this. Now you might be asking, what does this have to do with the bird? Well, in manifesting the reality that now has become the bird, the baby bird, we basically, Vince and I were kind of going back and forth. He had his own theory on how this stuff works. My theory was pretty darn close, which is what you see on the paper here. And then we kind of came to common ground today with our unique theories, and the truth was that there was truth in both theories, and that's usually how it goes. And we'll probably change our understanding and our own theories of this over time as well. And this is nothing groundbreaking here, folks. I want to be clear, like, we're not scientists, we're not physicists, we're just the layman having a philosophical conversation, I guess. But it's also based in, you know, empirical evidence and data, which is what we're trying to do, which is why we're trying to capture this stuff. So anyway, the update that I wanted to bring here is that we figured out why it was so easy for this little bird to manifest itself into our lives. Or, as we were discussing, perhaps it's that we made ourselves open for this possibility to happen. You know, another way of looking at it would be that this bird was going to fall out of the nest no matter what happened. Of course, there's universe parallel dimensions where the bird didn't fall out, but being as though in this timeline the bird did fall out, you know, in a sense it fell to a family that was going to take care of it and not just let it die or hand it over to, who knows, some society to take care of it. We were prepared. You know, we always take in strays and animals in need and rescue animals. All of our animals are rescue animals. So we're well used to this stuff. So it happened, you know, it happened to the right bird. Let's just say it this way. But what we were discussing here on the paper, and hopefully you can see that, I'll try to zoom in. On the video that I put in the card here, and I'll put it up here again on the screen so you can click on it and watch it later if you'd like. But in the Shadows Hide Entire Worlds, they basically helped me to understand how these things are happening. What was especially poignant for me was the slit experiment, and how detector number 1 was predicting almost what detector number 4 was going to detect. It really blew my mind. It was really interesting stuff, and it got me thinking that this is likely the explanation for what happened with the bird. So on the left here you have unlikely possibilities, right? I use the clown car as an example. You know, the universe might bring you things that you need in a different form, as we've seen sometimes, but it's probably not going to show up in the form of a bunch of clown cars and an African elephant, and, you know, these things are unlikely to happen. Possible, probably in some dimension out there in the infinite possibilities. Possible, but highly unlikely. Now, here you have on the right side here, you have likely possibilities. Things that are way more likely to manifest themselves into our reality. Now, what they helped me understand on the video is that even though these are technically both infinite, right? These are infinite possibilities on either side. This side is much thinner in its possibilities. And on this side, it's much denser possibilities. That's what these lines represent, is the different possibilities. Now, infinity this way, infinity this way. But here, it's much less dense than on this side. This is rich with possibilities because these are likely possibilities. These are unlikely possibilities, so there's lots of gaps between them because these things don't occur as often. That's the way I'm understanding it now, and hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And if you have anything to add to this, please comment. I would love to continue this conversation with folks that are smarter than I or better versed in this stuff or understand physics better than I do. You know, I'm very, very entry-level physics. I love this stuff. I love science, but obviously I have a lot to learn, and I only have so much time and dedication. But recreationally, I love learning about this stuff. So if you are an expert, if you know this stuff better than I do, which is not hard to do, please chime in. I would love to hear. But basically at the bottom I put here, everything is possible, but likely possibilities are much more densely packed into space-time. Maybe space-time is not the right word there, but therefore much more likely to manifest much faster. So unlikely possibilities are still possible, but they may take much longer to materialize, if at all, in our lifetime. In our lifetime, I think, is the key there, because in another possibility that is not our own, maybe some of these unlikely things are more common than, you know what I mean? Like, you could go any number of ways with this, but that's essentially the information. And I think why it was so easy for this little bird to find its way into our timeline is that it was an extremely likely possibility that that was going to happen. Now, how was I able to predict that that was going to happen? Am I psychic? Do I have some gift? Perhaps. But I don't think it's a gift or an ability that anyone else doesn't have. It's just that we've forgotten these special parts of us humans that make us unique and that separate us from the rest of the animals. We have something going on up here and in here, right? That's a little different than the other animals. Not superior, not better, not even comparable, really. It's just what makes us who we are, and it makes our species what it is. But there's a big part of that that's involved in intuition, intention, manifesting realities that we've all but forgotten. You know, and thank goodness that there's some of us that have remembered and who have awoken to their past forgotten abilities and brought them back or kept them alive maybe, and are sharing that with the rest of us. You know, I'm very grateful for these people that bring wisdom to my life, because it allows me to grow, it allows me to understand my own reality better. It's very important. It's very important. There's some, saying something about you surround yourself with people that you want to be like, and that's so true. So I just wanted to share that quick update. I will also provide some photos for anybody that wants to see that. That's essentially my understanding of, how this all relates to quantum physics and the world of possibilities. The world of quantum entanglement as well, which is really fascinating. So that is that. Short video today, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.
Come back? Okay. There we go. It's like, it's all crooked. What'd you do?
Readjust himself.
I don't know, is it a he or a she?
You don't know. If it's a boy, I'll call you Chip.
Chip?
Girl, it's Chipette.
Okay, that's a big belly there. 2 big worms. Nap time.
We'll have to bring it out with us. Jeez, that was a lot of worms that I put in the jar earlier.